from Connecticut as well.
True.
And Blitz not only Mega Man, we also have Vakira. So while this is definitely certainly on the weirder end of matchups, and certainly at this level between players of, you know, Nazir and Blitzluigy's caliber, I mean, something we maybe have seen once or twice before.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited to see. Either way, it's going to be a pretty exciting dynamic. I've seen so much Mega Man in the last 2 days that I may probably go insane, but at least it's always been very exciting. Nazir, though, fighting back, speed art is going to be so very important right now, trying to close that gap of the mid-range that Blitzluigy likes to hang out in and keep those combos going. But right now, Blitzluigy put it together.
Yeah, Blitz's movement always impresses me so much. Not just the way he uses the up air platform, but the way he manages to weave in and out with his pellets, even beyond normal Mega Man. He constantly keeps you guessing on whether or not he is going to actually commit to an approach or not.
Yeah, even right there we saw the Metal Blade being elusive, but sometimes he just comes out swinging the up tilt, picking up the stock, and 33%. And the Crash Bomb connection, too.
I like that you pointed out the Metal Blade, too, because Blitz with Z-dropping and re-catching Metal Blade, trying to look for Metal Blade shenanigans, is a brand new thing.
Oh,
that is something. I literally, driving him to Stick Drift in June, talking to Fawn, Vivi, and Ling in the car, he was like, yeah, I haven't even bothered to learn it because it doesn't work and I get tilted and I just don't think it's worth it. And we're like, yeah, but even if it works 4 times out of 10, that's still 1 stock a set, but it's working.
And an interesting part of the dynamic that we saw is when it doesn't work, sometimes it's fine. It's just far enough away, it does not matter. Kind of stuck in a rough spot here. That was a very good idea with the pellet, but still having a hard time to make it back.
And the early air dodge, gonna get caught out, but Shulk without an art can't kill you quite that early, so Blitz gonna have another day in the house, trying to find his way now off the right ledge, got sent from coast to coast and back again, but finding his way to center stage for a moment. However, Nazir's defense has just not let Blitz find a way back into it, and he's managed to stem the bleeding.
Yeah. Nice answer there. I like, the way they use the up smash, or up special rather. Even without the smash art, still some good knockback, especially at the ledge. So good stuff. Ooh, trying to cover that tech out with a jab, but at least she'll getting punished. Big damage all of a sudden. That speed combo.
And there's the much more familiar Blitzluigy Metal Blade usage, just finding it to confirm into a grab, get some stage control, reset the situation. And Blitz is definitely the Mega Man who is willing to chip you out over time, right? He just kind of will take the hits, take the movement, take the positioning every time, and eventually you'll make a panic option, and that's when he'll blow you up.
Right, we saw it right there. Speaking of panic option, the air dodge, the early air dodge from Nazir, kind of almost getting punished, but not quite. Still a really good route, and the jump art, such a good tool to get off of that ledge and back to center stage. Good stuff with the Crash Bomb, and some good timing from Blitzluigy. Unbelievable option, but back air.
Yeah, the first back air we've seen really all game long, utilizing it as a multi-hit mix-up because we saw Nazir look for the parry on the forward air and instead just still got called out, only parrying the first hit. And speaking of call-outs,
that was so fast. That really fast animation from the Metal Blade throw leading into the up smash punish. And just a tip that I've been dropping to everyone who will listen, just stay on the Angel platform. The Crash Bomb does not work if you stay on the platform. After they throw the Crash Bomb out, feel free to leave the platform. You'll be much better off. So far, it's like 0 for 3. Shield art not working out.
Blitz, I love how Blitz just is willing to just keep you in the air, wait out shield art, and then try and catch you between a rock and a hard place. Again, that's a very defensive movement positioning-based game that Blitz is known for, kind of coming to fruition now as he tries to find his way off the ledge. But Air Slash just really does not let Mega Man play the game in the corner, huh?
No, it covers so many things. And normally Blitz has a really good tool with the rush, but guess what? Air Slash is right there, and the strong hit is going to catch that pretty much every time.
And now he's just looking, trying to find an opening. And I've been really impressed with how Nazir has managed to keep this close, right? It feels like Blitz has had the pace of the game on lockdown the entire time, but you blink and Nazir is never more than a step behind him. However, in order to keep that going, he needs to find a way back on the stage, and taking a hard knuckle to the head is not the way to do that.
No, they were looking at the dial like, yeah, I don't think any of this helps.
Yeah. What time is it? Oh, my head hurts.
Going right down. And Blitz was able to do a lot of those throughout the set because they're just like so low committal. The fact that it's a projectile, you could throw it out and then go set up for, some ledge pressure instead, but it's this sort of low risk, high reward, and we saw plenty of low risks turn into one high reward.
And even on stage too, right? It being 0 on shield if spaced properly means that despite the long startup, the low end lag and projectile nature, as you mentioned, AG, just make it almost impossible to really contest when positioned right. And as we've talked about time and time again, no Mega Man is more intentional with their spacing than Blitzluigy.
Right. Some really good usage of the fadeaway leaf shields as well to kind of put that pressure on the mid stage and just kind of get away scot-free. But the speed combos have been good from Nazir. I mean, you know, look, they already even it up in no time. Ooh.
And I like just the F tilt there, take some positioning, but that high platform gonna allow Blitz to get out of dodge just for the minute, finding the pellets once again, and retreating, but then finding the double jump in. Nazir finally gonna avoid the up smash. That is a Blitzluigy killer if there's ever been one.
Oh yeah, Buster, a pretty good choice right here. Platform coming in handy for Blitz though. All of a sudden, all these new routes are unlocked, and they sure helped a lot. Leaf Shield gonna set up for an edge guard. Ooh, the Metal Blade. Oh, no way. You got hit with the NES?
Yeah, Nazir there definitely was looking to switch arts, but he didn't have dial storage online, so it take that full 11 frames, and he just didn't have the time to work with. That time, though, was able to have more than enough time to find that smash art, close it out, and just like that, AG, we're seeing Nazir with his first lead of the set.
Yeah, and it's such a different dynamic. Well, I was going to tell a story about how shield art, blah, blah, blah. It does not matter. Shield art ran out, and immediately Blitz was right there with the punish. Up smash going to even it right back up.
I was going to say, he had a lead. It lasted all of 2 seconds, and now Blitz is saying, hey, which one of us is PR to New England again?
Right.
I think it's me.
Oh, and we're seeing a little bit of why. Some really good reactive play from Blitzluigy, getting the punish out of shield. A little bit on the back foot right now, especially with that shield art, which we've seen do wonders, but unfortunately, once it runs out, oh, hold on. I lied. I was going to say Shulk is not fast enough, but that dash grab kind of surprised me. Ooh.
I like the hard knuckle into the back air. That tech on platform, though, getting you out of the multi-hits and the knockback was super smart from Nazir, and now he's able to reversal the situation, but Leaf Shield, again, allowing Blitz to reset. His ability to mix up whether he's going to run in, take some chip with it, or just use it to force hit lag on your move and make you back off is so tricky.
Okay. Really good option there with the Buster. All of a sudden, the damage is racking up right now. Metal Blade, some good shield pressure. Kind of acting like a fireball in that situation, and it led to a really big opening here, but there it is, that air slash.
And now Jump getting the high switch into the shield art. However, Blitz is willing to just take the pummels, whittle it down, all the way gone now, and just like that, Nazir has to be very worried about his stock, but maybe with smash art, I don't even know that this is an offensive move. Yeah, if he can take the stock, that's nice, but it's really just to get Blitz to stay away from him, give him some time to breathe and take some stage control.
Yeah, and we kind of saw it. Blitz is like, you know what, you're right, I will wait. Don't bother me with any of that. And now we'll see, oh, okay, bit of a scramble at the stage ledge here, but
he's just standing there.
Yeah,
menacingly.
Terrifying. Big charge smash attack, too. Trying to catch an approach. Normally, we do see an approach with the jump art and the speed art, but that time, all of a sudden, kind of caught lacking on the ledge again.
And Blitz has looks for either 2 frames or trying to catch ledge hang with forward air multiple times throughout this set. The fact that that move is both disjointed and swings up and down, can go through the stage, it makes it incredibly useful for that purpose. And now Blitz, once again, staying ambiguous with his fastball timings with that leaf shield movement, he's just able to catch Shulk swinging, and not only is Shulk's startup not great, the end lag isn't either. And so while his range is fantastic, if Shulk swings and he's not perfectly spaced, perfectly intentional, it's going to be a movement-based character like Mega Man's Field Day.
That was so phenomenal from Blitz. The Metal Blade bait, getting the empty hop grab, too, and you know, traditionally slower character at Mega Man. Blitz is definitely picking some really good options. Okay, this is the Monado. It's so right.
This is the Monado's power. He's beatboxing, man.
Right.
Shulk real-time remix.
Oh, I love that Metal Blade drop to force a ledge option. Now we have the shield art. Kind of doesn't really do a whole lot because of those up airs from Mega Man.
And the awkward part is, like, it allows you to jump or air dodge in up air and you don't die immediately, but it does mean you're going to get hit by every single hit of that move despite the win box, take a little bit more damage than you otherwise would as well. And now it's just Blitz playing that positioning game, willing to say, hey, you're at kill percent, I'm not, come at me and I'm going to have an item to make it even harder for you to get in. And then now it's just like Nazir is literally sitting back, switching arts, trying to say, what do I even do right now?
Yeah, I mean, not that.
Again?
And the mistech.
Yeah, well, credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Very few players in the world are hitting that tech.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Especially on reaction. Like, you see it coming, but once that Crash Bomber actually comes out, especially that close to stage. It's like,
Yeah.
you better already have been holding the tech button if you want
Right,
to tech
right.
that.
It's a really interesting, a fairly close game, all things considered, but
Yeah.
we see a couple of changes at the character select screen, and well, one big one at least. We got the Sephiroth coming out.
Unfortunately, Shulk only a memory at this point.
Yeah.
And Nazir deciding it's something. Did he decide the set's over? He's grinning. So maybe was it a wrong stage, a wrong
Yeah,
character?
Sure, just a wrong stage.
Who knows? But
Shulk is nowhere near Sephiroth, so
Nope.
I have to imagine they just picked the wrong stage.
this is a character Nazir did used to play, though. It is a character he mained for a while.
Yeah.
Although over on mainstream, he came up, he asked us, he wanted to clarify how to pronounce his tag. And so we wanted to ask him also why his tag is I Eat Mice. It's Red Burpo. Came up with it, as with most crazy tags.
I just, like,
But
it feels like there's like some sort of cabal or something. Every time there's some sort of shenanigan, I always just hear Red Burpo's name.
yeah.
I'm tired of this.
You know who else is crazy in-game tags are come up with by Red Burpo?
No.
Onan.
Yeah, exactly. That's not. See what I mean?
It's the Western Mass Doubles Discord. That's the cabal you're thinking of.
It's just always Red Burpo, you
Yeah.
know? Any other Red Burpos I should know about?
That's a good question.
This is an interesting match. I played actually a lot of this, and I think it's a very interesting one. I've seen a little bit of it as well.
Were you the Sephiroth in the
Yeah,
match?
and I also watch a lot of Ned Pete Bro back-to-back from
Yeah.
Gateway Legends. Truly a classic, and it's pretty fun to watch the dynamic shake out because Sephiroth stays almost like a few pixels out of that Mega Man range that, usually the Mega Mans like to stay in, but that forward air is kind of the X factor for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely also a mini game of not just weaving in those ranges, but for Mega Man to play around that stick-thin hitbox of Sephiroth's Masamune, right?
Right.
You, in theory, right, can pellet him, but if that sword comes out, it's gonna eat right through them, and so you have to figure out, okay, when's he gonna forward air? I have to shoot above, I have to shoot below, but if I can't hit this line.
Oh, that's it for sure. Perfect time for
baby.
the wing and the throw into the back air. Looking nice, but what a response.
Yeah, Blitz just said, okay, fine, you got me.
Yeah.
But hold this for a second.
Yeah, I'm
And-
immediately answering back, too. Leaf Shield coming out, and the Shadow Flare not really connecting, but good route from Blitzluigy to get out of there.
And I like the fact that he's willing to just go in there with the Leaf Shield pressure just to force Nazir into the corner, close that range, not let him work with that sword, or Sephiroth into his weak point, which is try and fight out of the corner against a character who can out-movement you, who can outrange you, and is overall just a lot more flexible.
Right, I love that mix-up. Definitely not expecting it. Blitzluigy getting hit and immediately retreating, trying to set up a little bit of a defense here. Air dodge was ambitious, but
Did you see that
Yeah.
F smash go through the shield because of how the glancing blow worked? That was a very strange interaction.
wild stuff. We got the wing here, and Blitzluigy had a pretty dangerous percent. All things considered, the wing it just opens up so many tools, but that's if you can hold on to it. Right now, it's looking tough.
And I like that Metal Blade just to call out and not give Nazir even a chance at charging the Giga Flare. And now one stock left, dropping off with the Crash Bomber. But Nazir found his own strategy to deal with it, which is just hand it off to Blitzluigy like a hot potato.
Okay, it's, great idea. Why don't you have it? Okay, good stuff from Blitz, playing pretty well here outside of the range. Finally, though, getting hit with the Nair, and that was a really good idea to not go off of the stage with it. Yeah. Okay.
Nazir just kind of looked at him with the Octave Slash and was like, no thanks, not today.
Yeah.
And now managing to maintain some stage control and give himself a chance at a game 4 here if he can play this patient, but he still has kind of running into the same problem he was with Shulk, which is he swings, it doesn't connect, and then Blitz is already 3 more places by the time he can even push his next button.
Exactly. However, though, Blitz stuck at the ledge here. We have back air, up air, and the forward tilt to worry about. It's going to be somehow Blitz finding a way around all of that. And these tilts are like a little too slow to kind of do on reaction to landing. You got to kind of catch the jump or get a read. That's a good one.
Yeah, but the high ceiling there on PS2 combined with Mega Man being made out of literal metal mean that stock's not going anywhere anytime soon, and Blitz able to hold on and stay out of the last stock scenario. Once you get there, Sephiroth with Wing, certainly capable of bringing it back, but you got to make it that way first, and Blitz is making it almost impossible, but almost doesn't quite matter here. There's no horseshoes, there's no hand grenades, and Nazir going to take the stock and give himself a chance to keep the set going.
That's a really good start, too. The wing is not going to last for too much longer, though. Got to get those hits in while you can. Shadow Flare, really good option here. Going for the up smash just to force the issue, and all of a sudden, it is dead even. The forward air, though.
No! He got caught misDIing because he was trying to drift back on the back air, find that sweet spot in the middle third, and Blitz just capitalized. Nazir out of the tournament. But the nice thing about this being an invitational, even if you place 13th, even if you're out of the tournament already, you're still walking away with over $100.
Whoa.
So